Hey everybody, this is Eternally Prussian's Warframe, here for the long-since-promised Know Your Ally series review, Rhino. Rhino is the Ultra Tank. I apologize for taking so long on Rhino, but I really needed to take this time because I was trying to build Rhino to be the tank. Like, Thank you, Lotus. I built Rhino to be the tank, and just the meat shield wall I need. I mean, I'm literally naming Rhino... Ow. I'm literally naming Rhino the Iron Wall, because I am just making him just indestructible. I want him to be massive armor rating, and I want to give him really good weapons. Like, as you can see here, I'm holding a Gorgon. I've added full armor piercing, I've added speed trigger, cryo rounds. On my back, I have an electrified Skindo with a few mods. So I gave Fury, Organ Shatter, the works. And just as a backup for a lot of ammo, I got the Twin Vipers going. It's not the most effective thing out there, but it certainly beats nothing, and I'm not going to use my Lex on another one of my loadouts because I think that would be overkill, seeing as how the reload time for the Gorgon is really long. I've also maxed out the ammo drum on the Gorgon, which was a great idea. So, I think it's just ideal for a tank to be carrying around a minigun. So you have your minigun right here, and then you can go spray and pray with your Twin Vipers, and if you headshot, you can do yourself a good amount of damage. You can only kill 1 or 2 people per clip. 2 people if you're really good, and if you're at a distance, freaking forget it. Skindo I like, oops, sorry. Skindo I like because it may be an axe that reduces speed because it's so heavy, and I can't read the map, but I have a Thrak helmet to start, which is increased max health, but reduced movement speed, which is no love lost on the Rhino, who already moves really slow. I mean, right now, I'm not going to put a sprint speed mod on him because he's the Iron Wall and doesn't need sprint speed. And it pretty much looks like I run at the pace most people walk. I gave Rhino a couple really nice mods. What's funny is I realized as I was looking at this earlier, I didn't max out all of his skills, which is not always something to brag or be proud about, because you want to max out skills. That's just necessary. Now, oh god. Really, people just can't leave me alone. I say I'm recording and people don't leave me alone. That's just how that works. So, now that I can get back on topic, because I feel bad. You know, never mind, just forget that. Forget that. Never happened. Back to conversation. I equipped Rhino with Retribution. I equipped him with Steel Fiber, which I don't know why. It was just seemed like a great idea for me. Yeah, sure, highest armor character in the game, 40% more armor. Sounds good to me. Redirection, Vitality, all that good stuff. I didn't give him Fast Deflection because, again, he's a wall. I plan on last giving him Fire Resistance, so that way when he's facing off against a Grenier or he's running into fire, he won't be so bothered by it. And that's going to be great, especially when you're dealing with with enemies who like to use fire, and like Napalms are such a pain. So, extra armor rating will help you deal with a lot. Now, I've given him these weapons, again, obvious reason, we've already discussed this. His 4 powers are as follows. 1 is Rhino Charge, which many people compare Rhino to Excalibur to begin with, but the only similarity really is Rhino Charge. It is Slash Dash, but unlike Slash Dash's sheer elegance, this has a rather explosive ending to it. I would probably be wrong if I said that it did less damage, but had the explosion at the end to make it balance out and more worth it, but I don't know. I haven't really been looking at it. I just know that I'm very happy when I use the skill, and it costs 25 energy. His 50 energy skill... Whoosh! That was fun, wasn't it? His 50 energy skill is Iron Skin. When maxed out, you become... You're not invincible, but you pretty much become invincible. You can soak up a ton of damage. Yeah, that's his run speed. You can soak up a ton of damage, and you can just run in melee, soak up whatever you want. It's an enjoyable skill to have. And I remember on the forums seeing some kid like, oh, Rhino skin doesn't make you invincible, I guess we throw Rhino in the trash now. And I wanted to go over there and smack that little fucking child, because his third and fourth abilities, never mind the fact that his first one is incredible, really invalidate that statement beyond invalidation. Because his third ability, for 75 power, is Radial Blast. I'm sure you faced Grenier minigunners or other bosses like them where they smash their fist into the ground and they deal a ton of damage. And they'll knock you on your ass. Now, as you can see, that ability was so strong it dropped my frame rate, which isn't a testament to actually how strong it is, because Radial Blast is that strong. Just so to make sure I named it right. It's an enjoyable ability, and to be honest, my friend, that one black guy, says it should be his fourth ability rather than his third, because it just makes sense. I mean, it's just so strong. Now, if you're really feeling frisky and you know what you're doing, you can pull off his fourth ability for 100 power, Rhino Stomp. It takes him a second to charge up, but he stomps with a force so powerful that it literally stops time. Time is temporarily stopped and enemies affected are put into stasis. It is a hell of an attack to look at. Wow, when you look at it, I mean, I half don't want to attack people when I see this. I just watch them fly up in the air and I just want to go, whoa. Like a slow motion CGI scene. I just want to look at it. Not even fight, just look at it. This is a mission on, I believe this is Uranus, and this is a raid mission on a galleon. Now what I don't understand is, you try to say Uranus instead of Uranus, but no matter what you do, it always comes out as some form of bathroom humor. And you, as a Rhino, will find a ton of use for Rhino Charge, just like how Excalibur finds a ton of use for Slash Dash. Now, if I were to pick abilities... Oh, that goes off the cliff. If I were to pick abilities to max out first, I would definitely say Rhino Charge, without even second thought. Next, you want to max out Iron Skin. Iron Skin is incredibly helpful for all situations, reviving allies, or just for personal defense, because there will be times when you need it. Radial Blast third, which is a good idea, though if you don't like the defensive aspect of Rhino, you could do Iron Skin third and Radial Blast second. But, okay, that's it. Dude, that's so cool, it's like you're in the Matrix. I mean, I know I only have it 1 out of 3, but it's not that useful. And it does deal a good amount of damage, don't get me wrong, but Radial Blast is cheaper, and it may not have that awesome kick-ass stasis effect, but it's more useful. Look at that minigun just chewing right through that guy. I mean, normally he'd be a huge problem, but man, this minigun just chews through people. It is incredible. I don't even have damage mods on this. Oh, I know when I install a damage mod, these people are... So, as a Rhino, you don't get a ton of energy. As you can see by the fact that I'm ranked 24, and my max energy is only about 140. And that's without any flow mods, because I don't think he needs flow. I think his level of energy is perfect as is. Yeah! It is 140, actually. Go figure. Retribution I find is helpful on a Rhino simply because if an enemy hits you with melee and you're distracted because you're a slow mover, there's a chance they'll be paralyzed for doing it, and that is incredibly helpful. As you can see, Radial Blast is not a one-hit KO, but anything in the nearby vicinity will generally get its ass handed to it, and if not, they're only a little scrap or two of health away. Like, I could seriously just pull up my Twin Vipers and spray the ground if I was concerned about them coming back. Now, I'm gonna do probably a weapons review. I really want to just take a look at these weapons in depth because this is supposed to be more about the Warframes than it is about the weapons, and even in my Excalibur video, I found myself drifting off and talking more about the weapons than the Warframes themselves. And you need to talk about the Warframes. So I figure I need to say some stuff about the weapons as well, so why not kill two birds with one stone rather than trying to get them both in the bush? If you have a better metaphor, you can you can PM that to me, because that's all I got. So here we are near the end of the mission. Glorious extraction point. Oh yes. And if you're doing a galleon mission, yeah, expect there to be an extraction point. Oh boy. Looks like that's it. Alright, Rhino is heading home. Oh, almost rank 25. Then I'd install on fire resistance. Well, looks like that's it from Eternally Prussian's Warframe. So, what ally next? I'm hoping Sarah. But that's it.